Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. I'm doing it very much on the fly. I wanted to get a biggish, top flight club like Valencia are and do a rebuild on them. And I chose Valencia because they have an absolute war chest of a budget. Look at that. 50 million in the first season. I have never seen that. I haven't seen that in a very long time. Usually we do not as good clubs for our saves, but you know, I haven't been to the Spanish League in a long time. Valencia look overpowered, so let's do this. Let's bring Valencia to the top. As with all my careers, I'm sure you know the story by now, but we will not be using the youth academy for the simple reason, within 2 seasons, Pedro Gutierrez will be overpowered as hell. So as fun as that'll be, we've all got to go. Let's get into some signings after these guys are gone. In the final hours of the first summer transfer window, we've brought in our second star player, Hassim Aouar. I love Aouar. He kind of reminds me of the Fakir bid that happened to Real Betis a few seasons ago. He was rumoured to go to Liverpool and Manchester United. Then kind of had a underwhelming next season, and well, because Ndombele has done quite poor at Tottenham as well. We've prioritised on that failing, and we've brought him in to Valencia, and I can only see it going one way here. He's going to be an absolutely superb player. Alongside Aouar, we brought in DJ Kalajikar, you know, and if a name doesn't sound any better than that, you know, what's he even doing? The Croatian centre-back is, in one word, sensational, I think. He's got a really good future ahead of him, and both of them fit into the squad quite nicely. Aouar will be left centre mid primarily. I want to give Gil about 1 season to see what he can do before we evaluate his loan. We might bring his loan in might bring him in from his loan permanently, we might not. You know, it's a big season for him. It's a big season for all the players like Gilimon, Musa, Correa, even Mashamadev. I can't pronounce his surname. I need to, what's his first name? The Georgian goalkeeper. Georgie. We're gonna call him Georgie. It's a big season for him as well, because if he doesn't develop to at least an 81, he's gonna have to go. As good as he is in career modes, I recognise that. But you know, his surname's hard to read, so if it comes to any games, if it comes to me up and say his surname again, we're gonna have some issues here. But on a serious note, we want all the players to be developing nicely. I don't have to lose Gaia, and if he progresses too fast, that will be the case. But yeah, I quite like the squads, and if there's anywhere in the squad we need to improve in, you know, we've got £60 million to do it with. So let's sim to January, see if there's anything up. If not, we'll see me at the end of the season. So that is not what I want to see. Some big losses there, especially to Espanyol, and a draw to Real Betis. That is not going to do us any good. Yeah, we missed out in Europe altogether. Hopefully if one of the top teams won the cup, that boosts us into the Conference League. But you know, that's just not what we want. We wanted better than that. 3 points off of Conference League, another 5 points off of Europa, and a whole 8 points off of Champions League football. Very poor season from us, but the Tides above us are better, I think it's fair to say. Maybe it's not fair to say. We have 2 86 rated players on our team, Gaia and Guedes. It's going to be very difficult to hold on to them. You know, there it is, hold up. Ours is an 82, Soler's 85. This is a very unbalanced squad, I think. Deserves a lot better than Conference League. To be honest, I think we can quite easily win Conference League next year. Musa might have been a bit of a weak link. The injury to Aouar. Mind you, we've got Rakic on the bench, who's more than worthy replacements back up to Aouar. Same goes for Mariba. So yes, so I'm slightly confused why that's happened. Have our big players been playing the big games? Yep. It looks like it. Even though I've played most of the season, 32 games, 9 and 9. pretty good for a first season. So Guedes has got 21 all competitions, probably why he's grown so fast. If we get a big offer from him next season, he'll be leaving. That's probably the most golden assists he's got in his career. So his value will be on a high. Same with Carlos Soler. He's a great player. He's been at Valencia, I think, his whole career. I remember when was it Torres? Not Torres. What's the Barcelona right winger from Spain? Not Adama Traore, the other one. I swear those two came through Valencia at the same time. I was always thinking Soler would be the better of the pair, but he's still here. Where can't remember his name. That's went to Barcelona. And Brian Hill. I think that's a fair reason to make his loan permanent. Oh no, we can't. Not with that face, we can't. That is atrocious. I'm not sure how we've let that happen to a poor Brian Hill. Right, well, 13 and 3, 16 goal involvements in all competitions is enough for me to bring him in on permanence. Although he's probably worth an arm and a leg, 35 million at market price. But with that face, that there, absolutely not. Can't do it, lads. Apologies. Other players done alright. I think that Yunus Musa has not been good enough this season. But you know what? If we do have Conference League football by the end of next season, I believe I can check it by checking on the cups. I'm fine with the season. Not happy. Barcelona won it, so that means we got Conference League. I think we'll see. So yeah, I should probably spend some of that 68 million before we lose it. Hopefully we still have it next season, because we do have a lot of players we need to change within the squad. We might have a lot more money if we get some big offers in for Gaia and Guedes and the like. Right, so the initial business of the window has happened. We've brought in Trincao to replace, was it Musa? No, it wasn't Musa. God, the American right mids. He played number 4. Oh no, it's Musa. Is that how you pronounce that? I'm gonna go with Musa because I don't know any better. And we brought back Brian Hill on loan. I know I said I won't bring him in permanently, and I'm man my words. Brian Hill is back on loan. We have received a bid for Soler, but I simmed past it by mistake without realising it. It was from Juventus, so we would have accepted that offer, but it also wasn't very high. It was about his market value, which is 69 million. I would have tried to bargain for a bit more, because someone his rating, only 25 years of age, is worth a lot more than that amount of money. But I want to try bringing in a few more players. Not sure where, to be honest. Let's get in Trincao right there. Is Musa better? He is. That is an issue. When I used Musa last year, I played a few games. He was not 86 pace. He was a lot slower than that. He just did not feel very good. Also, he's number 4, and I can't accept that. So we're gonna hope that Federico, is it Francisco, or we're gonna hope that Francisco Trincao, can get a lot better quite fast. Lads, we've just received a pretty decent offer for Gabriel Paulista. He's been a great servant for the club for a number of years now, but he is 31. When we've had his best years. He's probably at his prime now, to be honest. So I'm accepting an offer for Gabriel Paulista. I'm looking at one man, Unai Nunez. Now, getting players out of Athletic Bilbao is usually very difficult. However, we're going to scout him, and if that doesn't pay any dividends, he has a very low release clause of 42 million euros or pounds, whatever you want to go with. I'm willing to pay that 42 million, I'll be honest. We have a lot of money and not a lot of places going to spend it in. Gabriel Paulista was a player we needed replacing eventually. So hopefully Unai Nunez will be that guy to replace him. We're just gonna have a little scout him first, make sure he's everything we want. I did say to you, if we get a big offer of one of our star players, that we're gonna have to let them go. And that's exactly what we have received. Gonzalo Guedes going back to Atletico Madrid. Absolutely huge signing at the end of deadline day. We had a massive deadline day this year. Brought in Unai Nunez as well. God, this is probably one of the history books of Valencia. Alongside the £68 million, £69 million even, nice. For Guedes, we've also got in Matheus Cunha, who will be our star man up front. I don't think they had enough time to bargain for another striker, so I put a part exchange in there. So say we got Cunha for about 20 million and sold Guedes 20 million extra. I think we did a good bit of business there for Guedes. Probably wanted to go anyway. He's way too good for the squad. Mind you, we have a few players like that, Soler and Gaia being the standouts. We actually haven't received an offer for Gaia this year, not one. We received one for Soler, but I accidentally missed it. So this will be our squad going into season 2. It's up to you whether it's actually that much better than last year's or not. Obviously a little bit, but you know. We'll see. Hopefully, yeah, we can still smash up the Conference League if we're in that. I haven't yet to figure out. So I just simmed into the season, making sure I'm not missing out on any contracts, like Carlos Soler's there. But I noticed something in the league, something quite strange if you will. As you can see, we've got a 97 rating, manager rating, and for good reason, as we're top of La Liga. Somehow. I'm not sure how, the squad's doing very well. Everyone's gone up quite a bit. Nunez gone up from an 80 to an 83. Trincao from a 77 to what, 780 rated. Everyone apart from Cunha, I think has gone up at least one. And Guy has not moved from 86. Maybe he's reached his peak. Yeah, I just don't know how I've done it. We somehow got 223 million. Surely, I don't know what's happened there. Profits. Merchandising, I guess. 100 million for merchandising. 139. I'm lost for words. Where all our money's come from, and how we are doing so well. I know we have a good squad, but it's not, you know, a Liga winning good squads. It looks like there we did make it into Conference League. I'm guessing we did well. I just want to check in the new ECL. We finished top of the group pretty almost flawlessly, with only drawing one of the 6 games, winning the rest against PAOK, the only other decent team from Greece, I believe. The other two are pretty poor there. And out of all the teams, you know, if we're first of the Liga, we've got to be favourites up alongside Lazio. Laffion, what a stupid name. I don't know what happens in the preliminary rounds. I guess that's all the second place teams play off, or maybe some Europa League teams in there as well. I'm not very good at Europa League, Conference League rules, but since we're not in it, I guess we're in the secondary round, or God knows. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to those contracts, 17th of the season, and hopefully this stays as is. Okay, well, we beat Wolves in the, semi-finals of the Conference League. We now got a Conference League final against Frankfurt. I do like the idea of this competition. It brings more teams to light, and you do get a good final. Like, I would watch Valencia versus Frankfurt in real life. I think both teams are pretty fun. Going to the squads now, and I'm happy. I like what I'm looking at. You know, Brian Hill is now on the 85 rated. You know, realistically, I should really be bringing him in on a permanent. But that face guy, man, it's bad. He'll be in my options. I'll be looking at other players, but I'll put it like that. Alwa at 84 centre mids, next to Soler Guillemot. Now at 82, he's really coming to our version of Kamara from Marseille, I think. He's really the Spanish Valencia version of that. Trincao at 81. I mean, there's still plenty of room for this team to grow, you know. I mean, that back line, apart from Correa, who I still think can get to 85, but by next season, I think. 86 by the end of next season. That back row is pretty much done, you think. Midfield has a lot to grow apart from Soler. I can't imagine him going much more, maybe +2 next season. But Cunha, I'm excited to see how he's done for us. Can't be bad if we're doing this well in all competitions. Surely he's got a lot more to grow. Speaking of, I want to have a look at how we've done in La Liga. We were top, I think, halfway through, and we finished in 3rd, which is a bit disappointing. But Madrid bottled it completely, heading into what? The Europa League? Gosh damn, that's impressive from Madrid. Unless one of the teams above us, including us and Real Sociedad, win the Champions League, Madrid are out of that competition full stop next season. That's huge. Barcelona have won it. Atletico Madrid, we're only 3 points off, so one win. Do we have a goal difference? We have a goal. Yeah, if we had one win instead of a draw, we would have won the Liga this season already. Incredible, Dale. So let's have a quick look. Yeah, I can't believe Madrid are gone. They were so good halfway through the season. Last one I have a look at is the stats. And Matheus Cunha on 25 goals this season is sensational. What's even more sensational? Carlos Soler, take your hat off. 38 in all competitions. I mean, he's played basically every game, but he's been incredible for it. Jesus Christ. A 7.3 match rating overall. He didn't get much better than that. Awa also put more than pulling his weight in midfield. The 84 rated centre mids. That's the player he was a few seasons ago when Tottenham and United were heavily linked to him. Hopefully he can kick on from that and become the player that everyone thought he would be. And Brian Hill, to prove to us now that he should be at this top all time. Almost got 20 goals and assists in all competitions. I mean, he's not a bad player, it's just that face scan is truly awful. I've got to say. I mean, we've still got a bunch of games. More than Carvalho, it looks like. Where is our man? Francisco Trincao, sorry. Carvalho, gosh. I'm thinking of Conceição. I mean, both of them played a bucket load of games. Plus 40 apiece. But you can really see where the squad drops off. Felipe Gutierrez on 71 rated centre mids. Got 17, which is alright for him, 1-1. I'm sure he's more than happy with that. Yeah, it's been a good season for lads. 9-3 for Musa. Maybe I might have made a mistake there. I like those two being well, they're getting rotated quite nicely, so I might keep it like that. So we're going to jump into this final right now against Frankfurt. Let's see how Frankfurt's team developed. Common Valencia. Players are lining up, and we've got that interesting TB static Valencia kit on. Didn't see that. I was meant to pick the white one. It would have been lovely to lift the trophy in well, pretty famous Valencia whites. So Frankfurt are one of the best teams, one of my favourite teams in Germany. They've fallen a bit apart this year. I haven't really kept up with the Bundesliga. It's been very dominant from Bayern. But if you got Ogbonna, as captain, that says a lot. I can't read that. I think that's Xavier Schlager in midfield for them as well. They beat Lazio going into this final. You can see we beat Wolves, we beat Rennes as well. So both teams deserve to be in this competition. Both teams more than deserve to be in this final. And here we have it. The boys looking ready for this match. We're going to need the big game performances here from the lads. I mean, it's only a Conference League final, but this is the first final a lot of these players have been in, and it's the first of many, hopefully. I'm not sure the colour of that training kit. It's not very nice, sorry, is it? That black one looks a lot more sharp with Kasper Dolberg up front for Frankfurt. It's pretty interesting. I did see Thorgan Hazard there as well. Pretty sure Valencia play with 3 at the back, so it might leave that might leave one wing back a bit exposed for Trincao to expose his formation now. And that Martin's from, sure isn't Martin's from Monaco as well on right wing back. That leaves him very exposed. I guess Schlager's very defensive. I don't know who Kor is, the other centre-mids. But Raspadori there, I think it was Bore and Stolberg. That is a scary lineup to face. And Kevin Trapp in goal. This is a very good team. It's a good final. Let's get it started. Lads, the really just started and Cunha's making a forward run. Gets caught up by that 5 defend. Back to Aouar. Aouar into Gillimore. Back out onto the ring to Trincao now. Easy does past Hazards. Oh, saucy little rainbow flick. Ooh, just past the post. 3 minutes gone. 0-0, but things are looking good from this start. Come on, Valencia. See Frankfurt have an attack now. Don't get past Correa, but somehow squeeze that past and good blocking from our defence. Gillimore passing out now to Soler. So it's a Cunha, great link up play. Trincao's already looking so good out on that right mid. Cuts past Ogbonna again. I've got a feeling we might see a lot for that game. Trapp palms it into the hands of Cunha, and Cunha slots it through, but that's offside, lads. Chris scored 2 goals here very early on. 15 minutes past, 0-0. Frankfurt with the ball now, and that's an amazing pressure by Aouar out on the left mid into Brian Hill. Tries something fancy, doesn't work too well. Gillimore now plays in for Cunha. Cunha takes it. Oh, tries to get a Hill past Trapp. That's another amazing save for Kevin Trapp. Really showing the mistake of PSG to let him go. He's been in sensational form in this game already. It's only been 20 minutes. Corner now for Valencia. Corner and swung. And that's Cunha just off the bar. What a save from Kevin Trapp. Fingertips it onto the bar. Saving Frankfurt. Surely we thought it should be 2 or 3 goals by now. Tries for the same routine and that's gone. Another opportunity's gone wasted. We'll score one of these eventually, lads. Come on. Nah, God, lads. This game is an incredible one for the neutrals. Must be heartbreaking for the fans. Correa has just given away a penalty for Frankfurt. Truly against the run of play. Kasper Dolberg up against Georgie now. Can Georgie pull it out? And Georgie can. Lads, I'm so good at penalties. Seriously, lads. Georgie with a great save, fully outstretched. Went with 2 hands instead of 1. You see how far it was in the corner. Maybe it's not the best decision, but he gets to it nonetheless. Good job, Georgie. I can't believe this game's still 0-0. And Cunha can't believe it either. Pacing past that defence. Chips the keeper. Oh, and have that, lads. Absolutely incredible. Mateus Cunha there. I was just saying, like, this game should have really had some goals in by half time. He just runs through their whole team pretty much off kickoff and chips the keeper. Kevin Trapp is not going to live that one down for a long time. That's Brian Hill to Cunha again. Okay, maybe he will live it down as he's had an incredible game. Palming that one out for another corner. His defence, that threat at the back, very slow. I'm not sure how they've managed it in the Bundesliga, which is a very fast league. A lot of goals scored. They must have that attack of Raspadori, Dolberg and Bore. Must be incredible. Header goes over. 1-0 Valencia. Come on, lads. And that's Mateus Cunha now, blitzing past Ogbonna. Ogbonna's really not fast enough to get to there. Plays a switch across for Aouar. There's a little no look there, I think that was. And runs away. It's 2-0. Running away with now the whole team's running away with a lead now. These Cunha to just run through. Chips over for Gillimon. Hugo Gillimon starts it for 3-0. Come on, lads. Come on. In the space of a good, 16 minutes? Half time, only had about 15 minutes to go through, 16 minutes. We're 3-0 up. Incredible scenes. Lads have already scored 3 goals in this game. Any more will be overkill for Frankfurt, to be honest. Their fans will be going home with shame. And that's a Liverpool over. Said about shame, if they get a goal hit, 1 back. Missed the 90th minute, but you know. There we go, a bit of pride restored for the Frankfurt fans. Something to cheer about today. They haven't made the trip for nothing. I think that's Bore, or either that or Raspadori, I can't see from here. 3-1, that's the end of the game. There we have it, not the Champions League trophy we're looking for, quite yet, but still, it was Raspadori who scored that goal. But still, quite a big trophy, quite a big win. Valencia back in European competitions with a bang, winning the Conference League, second ever time of doing it. Of course, this year it's the final between Rangers and I think it's not Frankfurt again, is it? Frankfurt made it to this final as well. But there we go. Hopefully Rangers wins this year's one. You know, pile on the misery for Frankfurt fans. I have anything by it. I do love Frankfurt, the team. And Duje Klajicar will be lifting this year's trophy, I think. No? Oh no, of course, it's Jose Gaya. Number 14. Is he number 14 in real life? That's a strange number for, I guess it makes sense. Back up this back. And there we go. Lovely trophy, to be honest. It's quite those unique shapes. It looks hollow with the lines. I've never wondered about the Conference League. I've always been looking forward to playing it in the careers that I've done. I think I've managed to miss it every time. I'm sure I've said it now, I've probably played Conference League with one team I've done. But not got too much else to say apart from that. You know, I know Valencia are a massive fan base, so it mean the world to them. I know they're in a lot of financial debt as well, I believe. So this will go some way to helping that. The £200+ million we made this season as well should go towards helping that, you know. They can finally build that stadium they've been trying to build for the last 10 years. I know Peter Lim will be happy. I know enough about, you know, what this can do financially. Huge on the pitch, and you know, I feel like a lot of members of this team, or this whole team really, get to the Champions League final, if not next season, the season after. When we look at the team, we've really got the facilities for it. You know, Georgie's a great keeper, Cunha's been really fun to play with up front. Okay, good. You know, our two midfielders, these two midfielders are more attacking than anyone, Aouar and Soler. It was good on the left, but again, might look for someone new. Had a poor game. Anyway, we're going to jump into the end of, well, we're going to sim to the end of the season now. The season's pretty much done already. Hopefully next season we can make a big dent in Champions League, make even bigger dent in La Liga. It would be nice to win that off of Madrid and Barcelona. I'm excited for it. Let's go, lads. Ladies and gentlemen, the August transfer window, to be honest, it's only halfway through, but our business for it is coming to an end. I'm very happy with the transfers that we have brought in, and I'm very excited to show them to you. There we go. So, I've changed a bit around. You know, many of us, myself included, thought that I'd sign a new left mid to replace Brian Hill, who's left, gone back to Tottenham on a permanent. Instead, I've chucked out Aouar, because I always thought that midfield there looked a bit unbalanced. Putting in Fabian, who's a bit more, well, I think he's got the quality, he's a bit more of a Spanish midfielder, to pass the ball around, looking for those runs from Aouar and Trincao. This to me feels like much more a balanced team altogether. I actually bought him at the end of last season with all that money we had, because I don't want it to go to waste. Other transfers we brought in, the keen-eyed among you, so we brought in Busquets from Barcelona. Well, we didn't actually buy him from Barcelona, he was a free agent. You know, my favourite thing to do on this year's FIFA is free agent shopping. You can get some incredible players, like Vasalko. Oh god, I probably butchered that, but he's in as a right backup to Correa. We also brought in Alonso. Marcos Alonso is a free agent, and Heinemann from Atalanta, also a free agent transfer. I didn't really bring him in anything special, but Football Manager, he was really good for me a couple of seasons back. So when I saw him, and he also has a game face, I had to reunite my QPR players, Marcus Andre and Heinemann. Those two are great for me, Football Manager. Enough about that game, however. I'm going to sim to the end of this season, and we don't have that many star players. Soler is still probably world class, same with Gaia. If you get a big offer for either of those two, you'll see me there again shortly. If not, I'm not inclined to sell anyone else since we have just made the final of the European Cup and we're in the Champions League as well. So we're going to probably we'll probably see me next at the end of the season, unless we have some January business, I doubt. Not quite sure how I messed this up, but since the last game of the season, well, I thought it would be the last game of the season, we've only gone and bloody done it. Champions League final against PSG. This will probably be one of my shorter videos if we win the final. I'm just going to quick sim. You can see our team there. Cunha, Alwa, Fabian, Soler. You know the team, you love the team. Everyone's going up by 1 or 2 ratings, but no one's above a 90 yet, which is quite unusual for my rebuilds. I'm just going to quick sim this match against Elche. I wish we draw against Elche, it's pretty bad. Last game to the season. I also want to have a look at the La Liga Santander table real quick. We finished seconds, which could be better, could be worse. You know, we were a whole 7 points off Real Madrid. But with this team, I would expect us to top the table. But yeah, no, I'm happy with second. We've had a good season. I can't remember. I think we finished with second or third last season as well. Anyway, jumping into the match stats really quick. Who's done what for us this season? It looks like your top players are by the ones you would think. I hope that means we can't play. I really hope that means Soler can play still. Otherwise, we'll be playing Hyman or Busquets in midfield. God knows. And Cunha and Soler, 20 plus goals each. That's probably why we're second in the league. We scored an absolute boatload of goals. Soler with 14 assists as well. Probably one of the better, probably the best midfielder in the world right now. With those stats, that's Kevin De Bruyne levels of midfielder, I guess. Curiously, it looks like okay. I was gonna say it looked like he was the only player with 16 clean sheets as well. But our 2 centre backs and our keeper also have 16. And considering none of our other keepers play the game, that means that other people not played games. That makes sense. Don't worry. I'm keeping up. We're gonna jump into this game against PSG. Hopefully, we can win it. It's been a while since I've lost the Champions League final. But hopefully I haven't just jinxed it. Actually, I want to have a look at PSG's team really quickly. PSG, Neymar, they still got that fabled front three, who everyone thinks should be the best in the world, but aren't actually doing that right now. Neves, Verratti and Koke, very interesting midfields. Definitely better than the one you have currently, but I'm unsure on Koke's ability. Neves and Verratti midfield is very fun, but I feel like they need another defensive midfielder. Grimaldo, Upamecano, Marquinhos and Hakimi is an electric defence. And of course Donnarumma, one of the best keepers in the world. This is going to be a very hard game. But, you know, more incredible things have happened. You know, Chelsea won the Champions League last year. You know, anything is possible. Right. Well, we're going to kick off this game against PSG in the final. Wish us luck. I'm only just finding out how hard this game is going to be. PSG have been dominating so far, and it's a great save from Georgie in goal. PSG have the corner now. It's really not what you want. An early goal would have been splendid here, but you get it straight to Lionel Messi, the best player of all time, some say. And Messi put PSG 1-0 up for perhaps the last Champions League of his career and the first of PSG's career. And you just don't want to give the ball straight to Mbappe, lads. I think the nerves have got to the players. This is going to be a long night, lads. A very long night. Upamecano cutting the ball out there, and he's been so good this game. Probably one of the best defenders on FIFA to have. Neymar Jr. cuts, great block by Juraj Katalasakar. Oh god, I struggled to get that out. Neymar shoots again. This time Juraj Katalasakar does not block it. PSG 2, Valencia 0. Might be back to the drawing board of this one. Second half underway now, and at the halftime team talk I just said, you know, if they can do it in one half, we can do it in the other. And Trinkhausen's got the message, playing through Cunha beautifully. Cunha toe pokes it past Donnarumma. Well, it's the 47th minute, and we're already 2-1. We're back straight back into this game. You know, we got a whole another half to get one more goal to put it back into extra time. I have faith in the lads. Now the momentum's on our side. We're gonna do it. I believe. A wasted corner from PSG, and now it's our goal kick. George is trying to play around the back, but Neymar intercepts that, and we can't be passing around the back to this team. I know pressing is not their strong suit normally, but you know, when they have this quality of players, you've got to be more careful. Now that's a lovely one too with Cunha and Fabian. Fabian through to Cunha. He's one-on-one with the keeper now. Oh, surely not. You've never seen anything like this, lads. Cunha one-on-one with Donnarumma, slots it, passes him for a 2-2 scoreline. We are back in this completely, all square. It's Messi taking the corner now, and that's wasted from PSG. Cunha collects nicely, passes forwards. That's an awful tackle from what I think is Marquinhos. Number 2 is known as Hakimi. Now we've got DJ Kalajakar passing forwards to Guillemot. Guillemot onto Cunha, and Cunha's bursting through again. Surely not. On for the hat-trick. Matheus Cunha. Probably one of the best performances we've ever seen from a single player in a Champions League final. The man for big occasions, man for many occasions, Matheus Cunha, with a hat-trick, has put Valencia 3-2 up in the Champions League final. Our lads, PSG have royally bottled it. The Princes of Paris have bottled it again. It's incredible. You love to see it. That man there, Upamecano, does not deserve to be on the losing side. He might be man match for me. He was just a monster in defence. Any balls going that way, he usually snuffed it out. We had those 3 chances from Cunha, and we scored all 3. You know, it's what you got to do against these better teams. And you've got to take your chances and make good ones. And we definitely did that. We got a number of playmaking midfielders. Soler, Fabian we brought in this year, Aouar, Trincao, you know, none of them are pacey, none of them scored tons of goals, apart from Soler, who somehow is our best player. Love it, by the way, original Valencian. That's not how people from Valencia are called. But Cunha's just been on fire, and that man there, Jose Gaya, who I was sure when I started making this video that he'd be gone within 2 seasons. He's still here, and he's reaping the rewards now, lifting the trophy. Other players who are still with us, like Georgie in goal, he's just been fantastic this game. If Upamecano is not getting man of the match, it has to be Georgie, or it's going to be Cunha now, it's going to be a hat-trick. But Georgie really deserves the win. Fantastic in between the sticks, must have had about 10, 11, 12 saves. PSG were really that dominant. I don't know how we managed this one, lads. But we won it. Very proud of the boys. I just want to say, if you like this video, please leave a like, comment if you want to have anything to say, and please follow and subscribe to see more content like this. Thank you very much, and take care. Imagine it's like the end credits of like a Marvel movie. Just wanted to show you because I thought it was hilarious. Matheus Cunha, 3 goals, obviously it's a 10 out of 10 rating. Georgie in goal, 10 out of 10 match rating. This guy was ridiculous today. If you look at his goalkeeping stats, 11 saves. Oh, what a keeper. On the PSG side, Upamecano, his rating, he deserves much better. He had a very good game. Take care.